All right, instant reaction to the first slate of games today in college football. Not an overly loaded slate. We did have Notre Dame absolutely wipe the floor with Arkansas. We'll see if Notre Dame is able to bounce back and put themselves into college football playoff contention. Obviously, because they lost their first two games, they're kind of at the mercy of how well other teams do and, things of that sort. But we'll see how that plays out. Notre Dame still looks like a really good team. I would for sure say they're a top 15 team. Do they end up getting into the top 10 and into the playoff? They're going to need some help. For Arkansas, unfortunately, it's probably the end for Sam Pittman. Such a likable guy. Kind of unfortunate that, his days there are probably over with. Who's going to replace him? A lot of rumors around John Gruden. I think that would be highly entertaining. Don't know if it would work or not, but I think it would be highly entertaining nonetheless. I'm all for it. Gruden to Arkansas for me. We also had Illinois take out USC with a walk-off field goal. USC should have won this game. Honestly, I don't know how USC didn't. I mean, it's Lincoln Riley doing Lincoln Riley things, I guess. USC did have a huge touchdown called back on I think it was an illegal man downfield earlier in the game in the first half. That's probably the difference in the game, well as a couple of other plays. But Illinois ends up winning. USC's defense once again shows up. Lincoln Riley unable to coach a defense as Illinois just ran it down their throat. For the most part all day, had no problem going up and down the field, which was USC's downfall and continues to be Lincoln Riley's downfall. We'll see how that plays out. I don't think Lincoln Riley's going anywhere this year, regardless of how they do record-wise. But next year is when I think you could really start to see the buyout go down. Maybe Lincoln's name come up on the hot seat for real, as opposed to just being on the hot seat because he's underperforming. We also, last night, I'm recording this obviously right after the first slate of games. So last night, I didn't post a reaction video. I was busy out, but we had Florida State go down. Is Florida State as good as we thought? They were at home against Alabama. We know how Kalen DeBoer and Alabama have done on the road, not very well. They're going to have to figure it out, man. They got Miami coming up. If they play like that, they will get their doors blown off. So we'll see if Florida State's for real, if they can bounce back against Miami. Arizona State, speaking of bounce back, is quietly 4-1, taking out TCU. Was that a fluke against Mississippi State? Can Sam Leavitt bounce back and bring them back to the playoffs? It's going to be an interesting watch. More exciting afternoon slate of college football coming up. Follow the channel for more.